How has it been, Aileen, this kind of last 6 months, everything that's happened?
It's definitely very tiring, but I mean, it's the best thing that's happened, so.
I hear you had a bit of an unsettled night last night. It's just preparing you for your... How many is it you want?
4.
4.
Yeah. Aileen says 4, I'm happy with 2.
Is the compromise that you have the first 2?
And then we stop, probably.
Are you quite keen to have a baby?
Yeah, definitely. I want to be able to carry as well, so definitely want 4.
And I'd like to see it go through it, so. In the nicest way possible.
Yeah, sounds like it, sounds like it. For both of you, this is clearly a change. I mean, it came after retirement for you as well, Fern. Was that sort of one in the same? You thought, right, now we're at a stage in our relationship, we want to have children, the right time?
Yeah, we'd always planned it. We always knew we wanted to have kids eventually. And then I think it was just at the time I knew I was going to be retiring. It was COVID times as well, and you know, we planned it for a while and we were in a good place in our relationship, so we were just, why not now? Why not do it now? And we were really lucky to fall pregnant so early on with them, really, after only a couple of tries. So yeah, we're in a good place with it. Those
conversations between both of you clearly about, right, now's the time we want to have a baby and this is how we're going to do it. Does that happen in the dressing room quite a lot? I often talk to sportswomen about, all right, when's the right time to have a baby, particularly when you're playing still?
I think it's hard as well because I think a lot of players don't want to have to stop playing. Like, we've got friends who've had babies and have gone back to playing, which I think is really nice. So you do see the conversations start to happen around the changing rooms, like, oh, yeah, I'd like to have kids, but does that mean I've got to stop playing? Whereas I think as the game progresses, people actually can see, no, actually I can just take a bit of time out and the club will be supportive, I can go back and I can carry on playing, which I think is really nice now.
Clearly there's pride with you in what Fern's doing now with the PFA. The first woman to be chief executive within that role as well.
I think that's one of the first things that's obviously going on kind of in the background now, is sorting out those contracts for female players and making sure there's maternity rights in there. It's really important.
We know that there are going to be times when women want to go off and have a baby, but within, clearly, the women's game, that's an issue that they've not had to deal with in the men's game.
Just so new, isn't it? And I think it's hard for clubs to adapt because it's never happened before, so it is all... Like, Brighton have been really supportive, like, if he's got appointments and things, like, I just have to say.
What's the biggest challenge going forward for LGBTQ+ people within the game?
I think it's just the understanding behind it, and abuse is starting to creep back in, and I think, you know, that's the message we want to send, is that football's for everyone and football's for all. And it needs to be as inclusive as possible, you know, just for people off the pitch, for fans coming into the stadium to know that when they're sat in the stadium, it's a friendly environment, you know, everybody's welcome.
I need to feel included right now. I think I'm coming in. Should we try? Should we see how long this lasts? Hey, who's that over there? Who's that over there? What else do you think needs to change, both of you, all that you've been through and what you've experienced?
I think it's just little pieces like this, so that people can see, you know, you don't have to be a poster girl, you don't have to kind of, you know, shout it from the rooftops. It's fine if you want to do that, but I think for us, we're not those type of people. We're happy for people to know that we're a same-sex couple, we're going to get married someday, we're engaged, we've got a family, but we're not the type of family that are going to poster it everywhere. But I think you've just got different pockets of that across the league, that everyone can share their story in different ways, in different respects, and know that it's still respected, if that makes sense.
Thank you so much for sharing a bit of your family with us. You can have him back in a minute. We're just going to have a little look out at the sun. But...
That's fine, you can have him for a bit.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.